Hi friends, Sanbonani. I hope you guys are good. My name is Wandi, aka Wandi Lou if you're new here. In today's video, I want to talk about Facebook Marketplace. As you guys know, I am deep in Marketplace for many reasons. Number one, it's super affordable, and generally you find things that make your home unique, and also you can get some really good quality pieces as well. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my views and my tips and tricks on staying safe, on getting a good deal, not getting scammed. South Africa is not the safest of places, so you need to be, you need to be here. You need to just have your wits about you, babes, okay? Because it's a lot. All right, let's jump into this video. So first thing, guys, safety first, okay? There is no couch, there is no pillow, there is no anything that is worth your life, okay? Like, let's engage with these platforms safely, okay? So Facebook Marketplace is my platform of choice. There are alternatives, and there's different ways that you can shop secondhand, which I'll get into in a second. But Facebook Marketplace, or I'm going to call it Marketplace, I think we all know what I'm talking about. Marketplace is where I like to shop primarily. I've been shopping on there for years. I will buy on Marketplace, I will sell on Marketplace, like, yeah, it's my platform of choice. But you need to be safe, okay? You need to be safe. And I have a couple of rules to make sure that I am always staying safe. Number one, I always make sure that if I'm meeting somebody, I'm not going into a neighborhood that I don't know. You know what I mean? I only shop in neighborhoods that I know or that I aspire to live in. I'm not shopping in neighborhoods that I would feel are dangerous or make me feel unsafe. I'm just not doing that. Okay, number two, if I am going to go pick something up at someone's house, ideally I'm going with someone. Okay, ideally. I don't always do this. Normally I go by myself, which is not ideal. But for you, try your best to go with someone. If you're a woman, try to take a guy with you, or another woman, but like, try not go by yourself. And if you do go by yourself, screenshot that conversation, screenshot that person's profile. If they sent a phone number, save that and send it to somebody. What I normally do is I will tell somebody where I'm going. So I'll send them a screenshot of this person's profile, our conversation, the address that I'm going to. And sometimes I'll even take it a step further. I'll be like, listen, friend, give me a call. If I'm meeting someone at 11 o'clock, I'll tell my friend to please give me a call at 20 past 11. Just to check and would say, okay, everything is fine. So make sure you've got those kind of safety mechanisms in place. And my friend, if I don't answer at 20 past 11, call the police or come get me or something. But just know, if I didn't answer, we've got a problem. Definitely make sure someone knows where you are when you're picking something up, or when someone's coming to your space to pick something up. What I've done recently is I do a lot of my sales through my office. So I don't want people coming into my home. When I was selling a couch, that wasn't possible. They had to come and pick it up at my place. But again, let's make sure somebody knows that you've got somebody coming. Talk to your neighbors. Be like, hey, listen, just so you know, I've got a stranger in here. Like, keep an eye out. You know, just safety, guys. But make sure you're also meeting people at appropriate hours. Safe hours when the sun is up and there are other people around you. You know, you don't want to be meeting somebody late in the evening and you're all by yourself. Like, that is just not a safe situation. Let's keep the trading during daylight hours, just for our own safety. To make sure that you're getting the best deal, do a little research. Don't just assume that because you're buying on Marketplace that you're getting the best price. On Marketplace, you will find new items, brand new items. You also find secondhand items. Mostly it's secondhand items, but sometimes people will be reselling, you know, wedding gifts that they didn't like. They bought duplicates, so now they're selling the extra item. And some people use it as their primary e-commerce platform, okay? So instead of selling on Take-A-Lot or Amazon, they will sell on Facebook Marketplace. Sometimes you'll find that on Marketplace, things are more expensive. because people are trying to make a profit. Google the item, see what it costs brand new. Is it worth the hassle of, you know, going through all the safety checks and driving and collecting this item, like just to save $100? Like, is it worth it? If you're not sure of an item because it's unique, take a screenshot, do a reverse Google search on image, find that item based on that picture and see what it's going for. Don't be naive. Some people are out here to make a profit. So you really have to be discerning and do a little bit of homework before you buy something. Like my single seater couch was $500. You know what I mean? Like, that's obviously a good deal. But that's not always the case. So just be discerning. Another trap that we can fall into is accepting something even when it's not what we expected just because we've made the trip. I had a situation where I was looking for a rug on Marketplace. I thought I found the right rug. The pictures were good. The description was great. It was exactly the size that I needed. I drive all the way to Boksburg, meet up with this woman, measure the rug, and the rug is not the right size. I was like, wow, what a waste of time. I was so angry. And the lady's like, yeah, it's just a little bit off. I'm like, it's a whole meter off, babes. I was like, no, thank you. And I left because I'm not going to just take it because now I've made the trip. Like, no. And people lie, unfortunately. So don't fall into the trap of, you know, accepting something that you don't want just because you've made the trip. Because now you've got a rug in your home that every time you look at it, it's upsetting and it's the wrong size and you paid for it. No, don't do that. Don't be afraid to walk away. So there are people with great intentions, honest people, kind people, considerate people on Marketplace. But there's also crazy people. People who are going to try and scam you. People who are going to try and rob you. Yeah, like there's no filter here, okay? So it can get a little bit tricky. So do your best not to get scammed. As a buyer or a seller, do not get scammed. I might be a little bit paranoid and maybe this is taking things too far. But for me personally, if I see something on Marketplace and the ad says, you know, cash only, I'm not participating in the transaction. I know why people want cash because they don't want to deal with maybe the EFT, not clearing. They want to make it a quick, easy transaction. But in my mind, if you tell me that I must come to your house with cash, it means that you know I've got cash on me. And I just feel like that makes me vulnerable and you could very easily rob me. You know what I mean? EFT, instant EFT, pay the instant payment fee. You know, like it's a safer way to transact than walking around with cash. So for me, when you insist in your description that you want cash, I'm not doing it. If I want to bring cash, let that be on me. But when you insist, nah, get right. Another rule I have with payments when I am selling an item is I insist on an instant payment. So you can send me a proof of payment all you want. Okay, people fake proof of payments all the time, foods. So for me, proof of payments don't mean anything. The money must be in my account. Because what I'm not going to do is hold on to an item on a fake proof of payment or release an item for sale and then the money just never comes. No, we're not doing that. I recently had a situation where I was selling a backdrop stand and this guy sent a proof of payment via Capitec. And I was like, I don't know. Is this real? Is this not real? First of all, he was meant to make it an instant payment and didn't, which was annoying. I wasn't in a rush, so I was like, you know what, we'll wait and see if this thing actually clears in a day or so. But in the meantime, I checked the validity of that POP. So if you see a Capitec proof of payment document, it normally has a QR code on it. I don't know if you've noticed. They'll have a QR code and then you can scan the QR code. There's an app, there's an app called Sky QR where you can actually scan that QR code using the app to verify if the proof of payment is actually real. So once I had confirmed, it's okay, fine, this POP is real, the money should clear, I was like, okay, it's fine, I'll wait for the money to clear. Don't get scammed by fake POPs. Verify the proof of payment or wait. Just wait until it clears. Don't release your items before that. Guys, if Marketplace is not, you know, your cup of tea, you feel uncomfortable, you rather purchase secondhand in person, go to Cash Crusaders, go to Cash Converters. Those are the two national retailer secondhand shops that have somewhat of a national footprint. Yeah, I think you can find some really good things there. Oh, another option. I don't know how much furniture I can sell in this way, but I just opened a Yaga store, and on my Yaga store, I've just listed cushions that I don't need anymore. So you can definitely buy small home items on Yaga. I'll leave my Yaga link at the bottom to see what I'm selling. I've just listed cushions at the moment. Disclaimer though, I haven't made a sale on Yaga yet, so I can't really speak to the full experience. I'm keen to see what that is as an option. I just arrived. And this is not a Yaga endorsement. I'm still feeling it out. Shopping secondhand means generally you pay, if you do it correctly, you may pay a fraction of the price. Okay, it's supposed to be value shopping. And the problem with doing that consistently is you'll find yourself in a place where you no longer want to pay full price for anything. And that's a problem because we want to be thrifty, we want to be, what's the other word? Frugal, but we don't want to be cheap. Okay, and there's a danger, guys. There's a danger because the longer you shop secondhand, you have a warped sense of what things actually cost because you're used to paying next to nothing. Shopping secondhand may ruin regular shopping. So my advice is to, on occasion, visit the shops, see what things actually cost, when they are brand new. And you know what? It's okay spending full price. It's okay spending full price on something. And the way that I've kind of had to work around it in my mind is to say, Wandi, as in, you've spent nothing. You spent next to nothing on so many things. It's okay. Spend the money. Spend the money. It's okay. Don't make shopping secondhand turn you into a cheap person. But it's okay to buy new things at full price. When you only shop secondhand, that kind of becomes your world, and you can block yourself from other styles that might be more modern or new. It's very important that even if you only shop secondhand, that you engage with high-end, well, for me anyway, that you engage with high-end furniture stores, okay? Go into your high-end furniture stores, feel the fabrics, feel the textures, feel the weight of items, be able to identify quality products. And if you don't surround yourself, or if you're not touching, feeling, exposing yourself to high quality, high-end items, you won't know whether or not you're getting a good deal in the secondhand market. Is that a baby? Oh, girl. So being able to identify a good deal only comes from exposing yourself to high-end quality products. Do you have... Oh my gosh. Sorry, if you hear kids in the background, it's because my home is not a studio and I have neighbors. This tip kind of goes without saying, but negotiate, right? So don't be shy to ask for a discount. Why pay 4.5 when you can pay 4? You know what I'm saying? As much as you're buying secondhand, arranging your own transport can be a hassle, or going to go collect something or meet somebody. There's risks involved. So just make sure that you are paying what you want to pay for the hassle of it all. Because if it's going to cost you more to get something cleaned and delivered, you might as well just buy it brand new. You need to be mentally strong, because there are a lot of crazy people. Some people just want to chat. I'm not kidding. They'll engage with you like they're trying to buy something. They'll be like, oh, I'm on my way, or I'm running late, or, here's POP. And they just want someone to talk to. They have no intention of actually buying this item. Some people love the idea that they can waste your time. I don't know how to diagnose that. But Ninja, there's a lot going on. In a mental illness somewhere, pagats, guys, know that you will deal with a variety of people, especially as a seller, and you can't control them. You can only control yourself. And so what I like to do is make sure that I'm not going out of my way to accommodate someone for a sale, because that person might not show up. It happens all the time. If you are engaging with someone and you are selling something, give them a very small window. Give them like an hour, And if they waste your time in that hour, then that's all they've got. There's no other hour. You're not moving your whole day around for them. Manage expectations as a buyer and a seller. Some people just want to chat. Some people are bored. some people are unwell. And yeah, and that's really all there is to it. I'm not trying to lose my mind, you know, over selling a lamp or whatever the case may be. Yeah, guys, that is it. That's everything. I hope that was helpful. Shopping via marketplace secondhand can be great. It can really be worthwhile. You just have to have a good eye for quality. And so you need to expose yourself to quality to be able to identify quality. And you have to be patient and safe. Let me know if you've ever used Marketplace and what your experience has been. And let me know your best secondhand deal. I love hearing those stories. I'm the kind of person where I would never boast about how much I spent on an item. I would boast about how little I spent on a really good quality item. Like that's who I am. So let me know your best deals in the comment section. Let's have a chat. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. And yeah, I'll see you as always in the next one. Bye.